Let me ask you something, and I want you to really think about it before you answer. How would you describe yourself in English? Not your name, not your job, not where you are from, but you, who you actually are, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you move through the world. Could you do it? In English? Right now? Most learners can say, I am friendly, I am hardworking, I am shy. And those are good words, real words, but they are just the beginning. Because personality is one of the richest, most interesting topics in any language. And in English, there are so many beautiful, precise, natural ways to describe who a person is. Welcome to TalkFluent, the podcast where we learn real English through real conversations. I am Nora, and today, for the next 20 minutes, we're going to talk about personality. Not in a textbook way, in a real, human, conversational way. The way people actually describe each other every day. At work, at school, with friends, on a first date, in a job interview. By the end of today, you will have a whole new vocabulary for talking about personality in English, and more importantly, you will know how to use it naturally, in real sentences, in real moments. Let's go. Let's start with the most basic question. How do we describe personality in English? The simplest way, and the one you already know, is to use adjectives. Words like kind, funny, shy, confident, creative. These are personality adjectives, and English has hundreds of them. But here's the thing. In real conversation, people don't usually just say a word. They say a word, and then they give a reason, or an example, or a story, because that is how personality actually comes alive in language. For example, instead of just saying, she's kind, you might say, she's one of the kindest people I know. She always notices when someone is struggling, and she does something about it without being asked. That's personality in conversation. Not just the word, but the word with color, with life, with meaning behind it. So today, we're going to learn personality words, and we're going to learn how to use them in full, natural, real sentences, the way English speakers actually talk. Let's start with the positive ones, the words we use to describe people we admire, people we love, people who make our lives better. The first one, and one of the most powerful, is warm. A warm person. Not warm like temperature, warm like when you're with them, you feel safe, you feel welcomed, you feel like you matter. You might hear this in a sentence like, she has such a warm personality. You feel it immediately when you meet her. Or, he's one of the warmest people in the office. Everyone goes to him when they need support. Warm is a beautiful word. It's soft, it's generous, and it says something deeper than just friendly. The next one, generous. A generous person gives, not just money, but time, attention, energy, kindness. You might hear, he's incredibly generous with his time. He never makes you feel like you're bothering him. Or, she's generous in the way she talks about other people. She always finds something good to say. Generous with your time, generous in your words. Remember these phrases. They're very natural and very common. Next, reliable. A reliable person is someone you can count on, someone who does what they say they will do, who shows up, who follows through. In a sentence, She's the most reliable person on the team. If she says something will be done by Friday, it will be done by Friday. Or, I love having reliable friends. You never have to wonder if they will actually show up. Reliable, dependable, consistent. These are all close in meaning, and they're all very positive things to say about a person. Now, curious. A curious person wants to know things. They ask questions. They explore. They're interested in the world around them. He's incredibly curious. He reads about everything, from science to history to cooking. He just wants to understand how the world works. Or, she's one of those people who can make any topic interesting just by the questions she asks. Curiosity is deeply attractive in a person, and in English, calling someone curious is a real compliment. And one more for this group, patient. A patient person doesn't rush, doesn't get frustrated easily, gives people and situations the time they need. She's so patient with her students. She explains the same thing 10 different ways without ever getting annoyed. Or, I'm trying to be more patient with myself. That's actually one of the hardest things. Now, let us move into more interesting territory. Words that are a little more complex, a little more precise. The kind of words that make your English sound genuinely natural and sophisticated. The first one, outgoing. An outgoing person loves being around people. They start conversations, they are energetic in social situations. They make others feel comfortable. She is so outgoing. She walked into a room full of strangers, and within 10 minutes, she knew everyone's name. Or, I am not naturally outgoing. I have to push myself a little in social situations, but I'm getting better. Outgoing is often contrasted with introverted. An introverted person is not necessarily shy. They just get their energy from being alone rather than from being around others. He is quite introverted, actually. He loves people, but after a long social day, he needs time alone to recharge. Or, I used to think being introverted was a weakness. Now I think it is just a different way of being in the world. Recharge. That is a beautiful word to pair with introverted. Introverts recharge alone, extroverts recharge with others. Next, straightforward. A straightforward person says what they mean. They are honest and direct. They do not play games. They do not hide their real thoughts. I really appreciate how straightforward she is. You always know exactly where you stand with her. Or, he can be very straightforward, sometimes almost too direct, but you always know you are getting the truth. Straightforward is almost always a compliment, even when it comes with a small warning, sometimes almost too direct. It still means this is a person you can trust. And then there's thoughtful. Not just thinking a lot, but thinking about others, noticing what people need, doing small things that show you were paying attention. She remembered that I mentioned my favorite book months ago, and she bought it for me as a gift. That is just so thoughtful. Or, he is one of those thoughtful people who always sends a message on your birthday, not just a post on social media, a real message just for you. Thoughtful is one of the most beautiful words in English for describing a person. It means this person sees you. This person cares. Let me give you some of the most useful phrases for talking about personality in conversation. These are the expressions you will actually hear and use every day. She is very down to earth. This means she is simple, real, not pretentious. not trying to impress anyone. What you see is what you get. He is quite reserved. He does not open up quickly. He takes time to feel comfortable, but once he does, he is completely different. She lights up a room. When she walks in, the energy changes. Everyone feels it. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He does not hide his feelings. Everything he feels, you can see it on his face, in his words. She is very self-aware. She knows herself. She understands how she comes across. She reflects on her own behavior. He is the kind of person who makes you feel seen. After a conversation with him, you feel understood, valued, like what you said mattered. She is hard to read. You never quite know what she is thinking, what she is feeling. There is always a little mystery. He is very grounded, calm, stable, not easily shaken by difficult situations. You can always rely on him to stay steady. Down to earth, reserved, lights up a room, wears his heart on his sleeve, self-aware, makes you feel seen, hard to read. She is a bit of a perfectionist, but in the best way. Down to earth, reserved, lights up a room, wears his heart on his sleeve, self-aware, makes you feel seen, hard to read. She is a bit of a perfectionist, but in the best way. These phrases, learn them, use them. They will make your personality vocabulary sound genuinely natural, not like a textbook, like a person who really knows how to talk about people. Before we finish, I want to give you a small challenge, and I want it to be personal, because personality is personal. Think of someone you love, someone you admire, someone who has made a difference in your life, and I want you to describe them in English, not with one word, with sentences, with reasons, with a small story if you can. Use the words we learned today: warm, generous, reliable, curious, patient, outgoing, introverted, straightforward, thoughtful, present, grounded, down to earth. Use the phrases: she lights up a room. He wears his heart on his sleeve. She makes you feel seen. He is hard to read. She is a bit of a perfectionist, but in the best way. Write it in the comments below. In English, just a few sentences about someone who matters to you. Not a perfect description, a real one. Because here's the thing about personality vocabulary. You don't just learn it by studying it. You learn it by using it, by talking about real people, real feelings, real connections. And that's what this is. Not a grammar exercise, a real conversation about real people in English. Let me leave you with one last thought. The way we describe people tells other people and ourselves what we value. The words we reach for when we talk about someone we love, those words say something about us too. If the first thing you say about a person is, "She is so reliable," then reliability matters to you. If you say, "He makes everyone feel welcome," then warmth is something you cherish. If you say, "She is the most curious person I have ever met," then curiosity is something you find beautiful. Your personality vocabulary is not just a list of English words. It's a window into who you are, into what you see, into what you care about. So keep growing it. Keep noticing the people around you. Keep finding the words for what you see, because the world is full of remarkable people, and English gives you 100 beautiful ways to say so. Thank you for spending 20 minutes with me and with the English language today. I'm Nora, this is TalkFluent, and I will see you in the next one.